very religiously and ritually. Some of you may know this. I am a graduate of a mentorship program on thought leadership. It was over 10,000 hours, and I finished late last year, but and one of the things that I picked up in my 10,000 hour mentorship program was through the study of great entrepreneurs, leaders, and what have you, was the issue of discipline. And one of the things that entrepreneurs need to consider on discipline is to decide when it is enough to move to the next level. One observer who we talked to about this issue was saying one of the challenges with those entrepreneurs is many of the entrepreneurs did not grow up in ecosystems of capital. So many of them are first generation businessmen. And some of them it goes even back to them becoming first generation academics. So some of them were the first to come to Harare, the first to go to university, the first to graduate. That's how bad it is. So these are the people who began to make some kind of money in their clans or in their tribes. So everyone looks up to them. So because of that, there's a lot of pressure on a personal level to keep on showing that you are doing very well and life is flowing. And this is one of the reasons why people become spendthrift as entrepreneurs. They don't know how to manage themselves, how to keep calm, how to be sober, how to be rooted. There is a thinking that we picked up in our research as part of the reason why our non-entrepreneurs have fallen in the last 10 years. And one of them was the issue of what they call the kike wiring in financial literacy, which is about just using enough money to spend for what you need to do, although you've got 10 times the amount of money, either in your bank account, in your car, or in your pocket. So this is the reason why perhaps some people, once they accumulate a certain amount of money, they can't keep still, they can't keep quiet, and they can't keep disciplined. So it's something that people need to look at. And then the last thing I was saying about legacy, going on forward, is that between now and 2022, there's an opportunity for Zimbabwean entrepreneurs. And the opportunity there is on restoring national pride in Zimbabwe. Many of the businesses that you've seen that have grown either at Africa level or global level, is that these entrepreneurs, when they came up with their business concepts, they found an element to join into the agenda where there's an instigation of national pride and patriotism. So part of the reason why their businesses grew is because citizens of those countries saw a reason from a spiritual perspective to support. And I know in Zimbabwe there are a couple of entrepreneurs, one of them in the telecoms industry, whose story has been branded so well that the average citizens feel sorry for him for what the authorities did to him years ago. So part of how the brand model has been made is an element where citizens just feel that, look, we need to support this Zimbabwe who is raising the flag high at international level. So ladies and gentlemen, with that I would like to say the future of entrepreneurship in Zimbabwe, to me, potentially is very bright, very progressive. Given three things in summary. One, that our entrepreneurs realize that you are not the only genius. And that's very important. And then secondly, to understand that to move from potential to profit requires a kind of thinking to allow you to build and set up and actually do something on the ground. And then lastly, the issue of legacy. Part of what must build your brand strategy is generational thinking. That somebody after you, either a relative, a family member, or a child, will carry on with your business enterprise and your agenda. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.